From the moment you started getting into camp for this fight, what have you learned about yourself so far?
That I'm tougher than I believe I was. Because actually, when I agreed to this fight and I started training, I said, what the am I thinking of? And I finished the process, and now the fight's the party. All the hard work is done.
For months, the public has seen only video clips of Mike Tyson training to fight Jake Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the one.
But during a recent open workout, Tyson provided a glimpse of what might be ahead when he fights Paul on Friday night. Although the session clearly impressed the crowd, it lasted only about 3 minutes.
Most likely the biggest live crowd, obviously, that you fought in front of. Did you ever think for this moment that it would be taking on Jake Paul?
Never in a million years. No, I never thought I would be fighting him.
Again, knowing how many eyes will be on this, your life has been so extraordinary. The guys up there, including one of your son is up there. We've watched so much of you. You personally, to me, are someone who embodies a real human being because it is learning and growing through the ebbs and flow of life. What will this win mean to you on a Friday out here in Texas if you take it home?
All I can say is thank you, God. Tune in on November 15th. You won't be disappointed.
There you go. The man right here in the ring, Mike Tyson, will see you on Friday.
The workouts culminated with Paul. He boxed while wearing a rooster wig, a nod to his newest nickname, El Gallo.
Okay, speaking on Mike, we just talked to him, and I know he said he's had more amateur fights than you've had pro fights, so it's going to be an easy evening for him on Friday. What are your thoughts on that one?
It's not about how long you've been doing something, it's about how good you do it. And on Friday night, people are going to see me outbox the person who's been doing it their whole life because of my team, everyone that's putting the work with me. Coach Third, Coach J. Leon, Coach Larry, we're an unstoppable force. And
Jake Paul's mom, as well as his girlfriend, has shared her understandable worry over Jake's upcoming fight with boxing legend Mike Tyson.
Babe, what do you think about me fighting Mike?
I think you're gonna win, but he's the competitor that is like the most scary to me.
Yeah, he is.
What if he knocks you out? Like, is that your last fight?
He's not.
But what if?
You tell me. What if Jake gets knocked out?
Would you cry?
Yeah. Definitely. But that's because I just feel bad and I just hope you're okay.
I've already mentally prepared myself for it. I'm ready.
Bro,
I've thought through every situation of you just cold out on the floor. I'm fine with it.
We need to sage this energy.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Despite staunchly supporting Jake and his brother Logan's boxing adventures, Mother Pam Stepnick couldn't hide her anxiety when her son broke the news about his upcoming bout with Iron Mike. The YouTube sensation turned pugilist revealed that his mother was downright terrified and repeatedly questioned whether he was truly ready for such a formidable opponent.
Oh, hi, Mom. Wait, is Mom here tonight?
oh, she's right there.
Hi, Mommy. You're excited? Yeah, she said she's very excited.
And nervous.
Okay.
She doesn't like watching Mike Tyson throw punches because she's a little bit scared. But Mom, I promise you, I was built for this, destined for this. The gods got me, universe got me, and I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out Mike Tyson Friday, November 15th. It is written in the history books.
In a candid video clip from March, Jake asked his mom if she knew he was slated to fight Tyson, prompting a nervous chuckle from Pam. She then posed the unsettling question, what if he knocks you out?
Did I tell you that I'm fighting Mike Tyson?
He knocks you out.
Bro, what the f?
However, it's not just Paul's mother voicing fears. In a YouTube video, Jake quizzed his dad, Greg Paul, on who his top boxer was, and without hesitation, the 61-year-old named Tyson as his favorite. When Jake hinted at fighting Tyson, his father was visibly shocked and cautioned him against it.
Growing up, who was your favorite boxer?
Mike Tyson.
Mike, right?
But yes.
Because I'm going to be fighting him
No way.
in July
Dude.
on Netflix.
Are you kidding me, Dad?
Yeah.
He's gonna be the hardest hitting mother you ever fought.
I know.
Dude, holy, I'm gonna be freaking out.
Yeah.
Coming to what the pros have to say about this fight, Donald Cerrone expressed concerns about Tyson's residual power. He remarked that if Tyson connects with a solid punch, Paul could find himself in serious trouble. This sentiment was echoed by Lennox Lewis, who advised Paul to be wary of Tyson's knockout potential and impressive combination punches. Lewis reiterated that even at 57, Tyson possesses the fire and skill of a true fighter, capable of both delivering and absorbing punches effectively.
Mike still got it, so he hits him, he's going down. You think he knocks him out over there? I don't know how nice Mike will be, but if the killer Mike goes in there, yeah, he's putting him down.
Yet, not all feedback has been supportive. Conor McGregor sharply criticized the fight, labeling it as a mere spectacle and mocking those who are inclined to watch. His comments reflect a growing skepticism within the sports community regarding the authenticity of this matchup. Mixed martial artist Brendan Schaub compared the upcoming bout to a glorified sparring session, questioning the true impact of a potential knockout over Tyson on Paul's reputation. He also pondered the ramifications of a possible loss for Paul, considering how it might affect his standing in the boxing world.
Thoughts on Tyson, Jake Paul? Don't give a bollocks. They're wearing 14-ounce gloves. It's 2-minute rounds, is it? Who gives a bollocks? I hope Mike rattles the little dope. No one gives a f about him. How is that even in the in Dallas Stadium? What's going on? Tyson, best of luck, bro. You look in good shape. So you had a little health scare. Don't know what happens on the plane.
UFC champion Sean O'Malley acknowledged the depth of Tyson's experience, but highlighted Paul's commitment to boxing over the past 5 years. O'Malley pointed out the considerable age gap, 30 years, that could work in Paul's favor, alongside his speed and power, suggesting that these attributes might lead him to dominate the fight.
Limits to what you can do when you, I mean, his body's been through it. You know, you can't count him out. I just feel like Jake's too locked in, too in it, been in it too long. With, like, in the last 5 years, who's been in it more? I think that matters. And what is he, 30 years younger? I just don't see this ending well for Uncle Mike Tyson.
You think Jake's got the speed factor?
Speed, I mean, power. Even at this point, Jake's not a little guy. Jake's a big fella. He's just locked in. I think the rule set will play a role. You know, is it 2 minutes? Is it 4 rounds? Is it, you know, what is it gonna be? So I think that'll matter. I don't even know if that'll matter. I think Jake's going to probably dominate.
Meanwhile, professional boxer Le'Veon Bell expressed cautious optimism about Paul's chances, noting Tyson's impressive skills, but emphasizing that Paul's dedication and focus could ultimately lead him to victory. Rampage Jackson, a longtime admirer of Tyson, displayed unwavering support for the legendary fighter. Despite acknowledging the challenges posed by age and health issues, Jackson maintained that he wouldn't bet against Tyson, citing the unpredictability of the sport.
Slowly but surely, he can run, but he cannot hide.
You think he beats Mike Tyson, or you think Mike Tyson puts him out?
I think he beats Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson obviously he gonna look great, I think, for his age and things like that. But you know, at the end of the day, Jake Paul been doing this. He locked in, so I think he got it right now.
WWE legend Shawn Michaels acknowledged Paul's youthful energy and skills, but admitted to a long-standing fear of Tyson's knockout power. He emphasized that no matter Tyson's age, a single punch could be devastating, making the fight difficult to predict. Travis Kelce, also leaning toward Paul, found it peculiar to support him, but ultimately believed Paul would win, though he questioned the feasibility of a knockout against such a seasoned fighter.
I believe Jake is, obviously he's got the youth and he's a hell of a boxer, but I just grew up being petrified of Mike Tyson, and I don't, you know, just the fact that you get in the ring with Mike, I don't care if he's 59 or 109. Mike hits you once, and I think you just kind of shatter. So that's going to be one that I think is going to be tough to call. But it's one, I gotta be honest, that's one I'm looking forward to seeing.
Shannon Briggs discussed the crucial role of speed in boxing, noting that a fighter like Tyson can be particularly dangerous with his quick strikes. He highlighted the fear factor of facing someone with Tyson's skill set, emphasizing that winning would rely on both strategy and execution in the ring.
There's got to be one thing that really separates him from the pack as boxers, not from fans.
I mean, just speed for us. If somebody's so fast that when you go to punch, and they beat you to the punch, or it's dangerous. And he was just ferocious. I think a lot of times too, the fear factor of going into a fight with a guy like that, nobody has seen a guy like that to that point. He not really fighting left-handed. He going both ways. You know what I'm saying? He was squaring up. He was doing things that it's hard to train for. So he was just so dangerous.
That's why I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you with speed.
Yeah.
David Benavidez commended Paul for his commitment to boxing, suggesting that he understands the gravity of facing Tyson. However, he cautioned that Tyson is always a threat, as many fighters discover too late, often when they get hit for the first time. Freddie Roach, a renowned boxing trainer, expressed confidence in Tyson's abilities, believing that his vast experience and strategic knowledge could offset the significant age difference.
You recently stepped in the ring with Jake Paul. You guys seem to be buddy-buddy, man. What do you think it's going to take for that guy to beat a Mike Tyson?
I think Jake Paul, shout out to Jake Paul, he's a great guy. He's very dedicated to the sport, so I think he knows what it takes to beat Mike Tyson. But Mike Tyson's always Mike Tyson. Like you said, people don't have a plan until they get punched in the face. So when Mike Tyson does that, I don't know.
Roy Jones Jr. also chimed in, remarking that if Paul can survive the early rounds, he might have a chance to prevail. However, he emphasized the uncertainty surrounding Paul's ability to endure the pressure from a fighter of Tyson's caliber. Bob Arum, a prominent boxing promoter, took a firmer stance, stating that Tyson at 58 would struggle against a younger fighter like Paul, as age and declining athleticism heavily favor the latter.
What do you think is going to happen when he faces Jake Paul? It's not going to be an exhibition, it's going to be a pro fight in Dallas, Texas.
It's going to be tough. If Jake Paul can survive 3 rounds with the extra weight he's put on, he may have a chance, but he's going to survive the first 3 rounds.
You think he's going to survive those first 3 rounds?
I don't know. That's yet to be seen. That's why we're going to watch the fight.
I was excited. Yeah. Because it's Mike Tyson. So it's like, in most cases, you'll say, yes, I got a big fight on the road coming, But this time I was like, you know what? You better get in a little shape because you are going in there with Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
and you don't know
Mike Tyson.
You don't know what Mike Tyson might come in there and do. You don't know if you got to protect your ears, your chin, your jaw. You don't know what he might do. So what you better do is get in shape and be prepared for whichever Mike shows up.
Adding to the mix, Cuban-American baseball outfielder Jose Canseco expressed skepticism about the fight, asserting that if Tyson is in good health and not under the influence, he could defeat Paul in just 30 seconds. However, he conceded that if Tyson were injured or otherwise unfit, Paul could leverage his stamina to wear him down.
I can't believe they were thinking about putting that on. I would go if Mike Tyson is healthy and Mike Tyson is not high, but I hear he gets high all the time, I think Mike Tyson could destroy Jake Paul in 30 seconds. But if Mike Tyson is injured, he's not healthy, he goes in there ring high, Jake Paul, younger kid, has a lot of stamina, can wear Mike Tyson down. But I would say Mike Tyson within 45 seconds.
Jason Miller, a former MMA fighter, pointed out the significant age difference, speculating that if Tyson starts strong, he could potentially knock Paul down early. Nevertheless, Miller recognized Paul's skill as a boxer, suggesting that he knows how to navigate fights strategically. He expressed hope that Tyson would bring his best game to the match.
That's an interesting fight because, yeah, the age. The age is the big difference. I think if Mike gets out there early, he might be able to touch him up and send him to the canvas. But I don't know, man. The smart money is over there on Jake Paul. Look, Jake Paul came up as an influencer, but he's proven himself to be one of the best boxers of our time. That's the reality of the situation. And whether we want to hear it as fight fans or not, the guy knows how to box. He's strong, and he picks good fights that he can more than likely win. So Jake Paul got an edge. I hope Mike brings it to him.
WWE legend Triple H recognized the challenge of facing an older Mike Tyson, suggesting that even a short opening from Tyson could be dangerous. He mentioned a potential strategy of avoiding Tyson for a few rounds in the hopes that he would tire. While he respects both fighters for stepping up to the challenge, he also expressed concerns about Tyson's health. Ultimately, he stated that if Tyson decides to fight and clears medical evaluations, he should be allowed to compete.
For 5 minutes. Like, how do you get past that?
Right.
Right? He doesn't need to be there for the whole fight. He just needs to be there for 5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear your strategy and I see your strategy. I don't know that I wouldn't just run for 2 or 3 rounds and hope that he gets tired.
Maybe that's a strategy too. I don't know.
Yeah. Punches himself out after 2 or 3 rounds, right. And then you just come in there and pick him apart. But like, you know, I don't know. Like, and look, my hat's off to both of them for taking the fight, and I understand people's concerns for Mike and all that stuff. He's a grown man. If he wants to take that challenge, and medically they check him out and they say he's okay, like, let's go.
Do they test for DMT? 100%.
WWE legend Rey Mysterio shared his thoughts on the upcoming bout, expressing his belief in Tyson's potential to win. He suggested that the match could go the distance, ultimately relying on judges to determine the outcome. Mysterio cautioned against underestimating Tyson, reminding fans of the legendary fighter's unwavering determination and experience.
Man, I have mixed emotions for that. But I got to go with the veteran of the business, you know, Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson is going to take him down.
There it is. You think he knocks him out, or you think it goes to the judges' scorecards?
I think it's going to go to the end. I think it's going to go to the decision. But overall, I think Tyson has the experience. I mean, Jake is the youth, and he has the power, but don't underestimate Mike because he's going to bring it.
Conversely, Dominic Mysterio, another WWE star, voiced his support for the Paul brothers while acknowledging Tyson's legendary status. He humorously remarked that if given the choice, he would select himself as the victor.
I'm a fan of the Paul brothers. You know, I did Logan's podcast. Hopefully, I'd love to be a tag team with Logan one day because like we could be the most hated tag team. Met Jake a couple of times, but at the end of the day, you can't count out Tyson. Tyson's one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest, you know, and his power, I don't know. I'm really 50-50 on this one, but if I had to pick one, I'd pick myself.
Vladimir Klitschko, another heavyweight icon, has praised the matchup, viewing Tyson's ongoing participation in the sport as a testament to his determination. Klitschko believes that age should not define a fighter and has even contemplated a return to boxing himself after witnessing Tyson's impressive performance at this stage in his life.
Well, that's also outstanding as this fight in Riyadh. Mike Tyson at his age is facing a YouTuber that is much younger and hungry and capable of boxing as well. So it's going to be a good example for people that are at Mike's age.
Yeah.
It's also actually a good example for me to keep on punching, so to speak, and hopefully. And I look forward to that match as well. You can only be too old in your mind.
Yeah.
If you control your mind, you control everything in your life.
Joseph Parker has expressed skepticism regarding Tyson's age, suggesting it may put him at a disadvantage. While he acknowledges the adage that power endures, Parker questions how much strength Tyson can truly maintain at 58. He recognizes that Tyson seems to be in good shape, but anticipates that the fight might be difficult to watch.
Listen, I'm all for boxing and all for big fights, but Mike Tyson is a legend, and no matter how great he was in the past with the ferocious style that he had and punches that he thrown and knocking everyone out, 58 years old is old for a fighter. And Jake Paul has the youth on the side, and with each fight he is getting better and better. So it's just, I think it's a hard fight to watch. It will be a hard fight to watch because you just don't want to see Mike. If Mike comes out and knocks him out, then we're going to be like, listen, he's, you know, so the power, I think, is the last thing to go. But at 58 years old, how much power is left? And, you know, we do see short clips, but you're right, we're not sure what happens before and after those clips.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Francis Ngannou expressed confidence that Tyson's experience would likely give him an edge over Paul. Similarly, Freddie Roach reiterated his belief in Tyson's capabilities, asserting that his vast knowledge of boxing strategy could effectively counter Paul's unorthodox style and youthful energy.
Like yesterday, or the day before, and you said that you think Mike Tyson's gonna beat.
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
I mean,
you trained with Tyson. You trained with Tyson leading up to you.
Listen, I've seen Tyson moves around, just like to show me stuff. He was like this footwork moving, like you move like this, and I'm like, hold on, like, you know, calm down. You know, so
He's still got it. He's still got it.
He's not.
You think Mike Tyson's knocking him out?
Either way, I think Mike Tyson will beat you up.
Damn, so we better enjoy our time with you while we got it, brother.
Hey, bro, it's been good, y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to put this parlay in, man.
As excitement continues to build, WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes remarked on the fans' anticipation for a classic Tyson knockout. However, he pointed out that both Paul brothers train at a premier gym in Puerto Rico, showcasing their impressive discipline, which could play a crucial role in the fight's outcome.
That's a tricky one. I mean, I think everyone, when it comes to a Mike Tyson fight, even today, want to see this big legendary Mike Tyson knockout, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul have a wonderful gym, Problem Child gym down there in Puerto Rico, where I once got to visit, and I was blown away by, they have every modern training thing you could possibly think of, surrounded by the best professionals. And I know you see them in all these social and these influence videos and all this different content creation. They have such an arrogance and such a bravado, but if you've ever met either of the Pauls, they seem to be the most disciplined guys in the room. So as much as I love Mike Tyson, I think that's Jake Paul all the way.
Finally, Sergio Mora criticized the notion of this fight, arguing that it feels unfair for someone of Tyson's age to compete against a much younger, active fighter like Paul. He expressed skepticism about the benefits such a match could yield for Tyson's legacy, pointing out that while Tyson may appear strong in brief training clips, the reality of boxing demands consistent performance.
Mike Tyson, 58. What is that good for boxing? Fighting a Jake Paul who's obviously in I think late 20s.
Look, man, I've always been a critic of Jake Paul and having him fight real fighters and boxers. But fighting a fighter that hasn't fought in over 20 years of Mike Tyson, he got beat 20 years ago. And
he lost the last two fights, got knocked out.
Yeah, he got knocked out the last two fights. So at 57, 58 years old, come on, man, you're fighting a senior citizen, and it's not fair. I mean, he can look like a beast, Mike Tyson, for like the 10-second clips that he posts on social media. Anyone could do. I could look like a killer right now on the pads for 10 seconds, but as soon as you turn that camera off, I'm gonna be huffing and puffing and sore. Mike Tyson's it's not gonna be a good look for his legacy.
Lennox Lewis, a boxing legend himself, has raised concerns about Jake Paul's safety in the upcoming bout against Mike Tyson. Following his own famous victory over Tyson in 2002, Lewis believes that while Tyson is unlikely to sustain serious injury, Paul may face significant challenges when facing such an experienced opponent.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Tyson knows how to defend himself, and he's boxing against a guy that not as good as boxer as he is, and Mike Tyson knows how to throw a good punch. He knows how to break you down, so I'm more concerned about the other guy than Mike Tyson.
Somebody I want to talk to you about your old mate, Mike Tyson, returning to the ring at the ripe old age of, I believe, 58 or 59 years of age. Your opinion on that, of course, as somebody who, you've been rivals with Mike, you've known Mike for many, many years. A lot of people concerned about him returning to the ring against Jake Paul.
What are they concerned about?
What do you think about this matchup? Are you excited to see how it plays out, or do you share the concerns expressed by many experts? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more insights and updates on the world of boxing and beyond.